After Shams announced the Raptors and Pacers were in active trade talks about Pascal Siakam Tuesday night, Woj broke NBA Twitter yesterday afternoon confirming Pascal Siakam has been traded to the Pacers. What does this trade mean for the Pacers and the Raptors? How does Pascal Siakam fit with the Pacers? Well, let's get right into it. Pascal Siakam is a all-NBA level type player, which is obviously a huge addition. Offensively, he gives the Pacers the second offensive star option that they clearly needed to put next to Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton has been playing at a all-NBA first-team level this season, being the engine to one of the best offenses in the NBA. The way the Pacers were built before now having Siakam is Tyrese is the engine and everyone else plays off him, which is not a bad thing, but it means everyone else on the Pacers is very reliant on Tyrese creating a good shot for them. When you look at the players on the Pacers that are consistently in the rotation, most of their field goals are assisted, while Siakam's field goal attempts from deep over the last 4 years are still heavily assisted. Minus this season, less than 35% of his 2-point field goals were assisted. This shows Siakam is capable of creating his own shot off the bounce while still being efficient, which is huge for the Pacers, giving them a release valve when Tyrese can't create something. Siakam and Tyrese can also create a very explosive two-man game. That can be in the pick and roll, where Siakam can be used as a screener and is solid at making the right decision out of the short roll. Tyrese Haliburton is one of the best pick and roll ball handlers in the NBA, and the Pacers can run actions where one of them is giving the other a handoff, where both of them are good at finishing at the rim, getting to a spot in the mid-range, or collapsing the defense to create an open shot for a teammate. Not to mention, the Pacers have 6 guys shooting over 37% from deep on decent volume. Also, Miles Turner is a capable shooter from deep, so Tyrese and Siakam will have tons of room to operate their two-man game. When it comes to corner shots from deep, the Pacers are one of the best at shooting that shot in the NBA. Siakam is also great at shooting corner shots from deep, shooting 47.5% this season. Defensively, the Pacers have been struggling this season, having one of the worst defensive ratings in the NBA. Siakam is not going to completely fix their defense by any means. Looking at his defensive box plus minus for the last 4 years, he's been a slight positive or a slight negative. Despite that, Siakam will improve the Pacers defensively though, giving them much needed size and length to impact things from inside and out. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, I would appreciate it if you could like this video, as it helps the video perform better in the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. I would gladly appreciate it. Siakam also gives the Pacers the option to have lineups with him as a small ball center. Siakam played 37 and 35% of his minutes at center in the 2 seasons prior to this one. I understand the Pacers traded more picks than most people believe Siakam is worth, considering he's on the last year of his contract. Woj already reported Siakam is eager to work out a new contract with the Pacers this offseason. Siakam this season elevates the Pacers from being a first-round exit to now I can see them being a second-round exit. Now, past this season, I have no idea. We will just have to wait and see what the Pacers do with the rest of the roster. The Raptors add more draft capital as they head into a rebuild for the next couple of years, which they've been needed to do. Now, they can trade Bruce Brown at the trade deadline to a contender to add to their draft capital and maybe get a young player. They are also taking flyers on Jordan Nwora and Kira Lewis, seeing maybe one of them turn into something in the future. I appreciate you watching this video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about this trade. See y'all the next one.